What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a budget-friendly Anakin Skywalker lightsaber coming from our friends over at Superneox. Today we're talking about the NESE. What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and welcome to Nerd Squadron. We talk about all things nerdy, especially Star Wars. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get right into it. Now, recently, Superneox sent me this Anakin Skywalker lightsaber that I reviewed recently. If you guys did not see the review, I will leave a link above so you guys can watch that. And it's a great addition or a great start for you getting into character hilts. The only problem with that is it's priced at $400 for the SNV4 Pro. And if you go with the Profi version, it's even more expensive. Now, to counter that and try to fix that, Superneox came out with the NESE, which is going to be their more budget-friendly Anakin lightsaber. Now, you're not going to get all the things you would in the regular Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. Some of the components are missing, some of the components are not there, but that's the reason why we're doing a more budget-friendly lightsaber, especially if $400 is not your budget and you're looking for something cheaper. This is going to be a good option for you. Now, before we actually take a look at this lightsaber, let's take a look at the box and all the components you get with your purchase when you get it from Superneox. So very quickly, let's go through what you're gonna get in the box. You're not gonna get a ton of stuff because, again, we are on a budget. We are trying to save some money here, so you're not gonna get a lot. First, you are going to be getting the toolkit. The toolkit here is what you're gonna need. You're gonna have retention screws, your Allen wrench, as well as a charger to be able to recharge your lightsaber. And then you're also gonna be getting a operation guide and a product manual. If you've never used an SNV4 Pro, very important you guys go through this so you guys understand how to use your lightsaber properly. Located on the bottom of the box, you are gonna get a 32-inch Neopixel blade. Awesome. Although we are trying to stick to more budget friendly, you are going to get a Neopixel blade. So for the price of what you get for this lightsaber, Neopixel, smooth swing, and the ability to add fonts, that's a great deal. All right, so here is the NESE. This is what you're going to be getting from Superneox. And again, you look at it, it does look like Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, but there are some things missing to it, things that Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber would have. So let's go over some of those differences. So here is the other version that you'd get from Superneox. This is the more expensive version. You can see here there is a clamp card here and there's not one here. The buttons are a slightly different color. These two are definitely different, and then these are definitely very different. This is more gold. If you're familiar with the Master Replica Anakin lightsabers, those were gold too, but this is also a different color. That should have been gold as well if we're trying to stick to the same color scheme. On this one here, you do have the retention screw located just on the top there. And then on the SE, the retention screws are actually located on the emitter there, as well as right there. And another thing that we are missing are these pins. There are pins located right here, which is actually on the graphics lightsaber that they all went ahead and add on Anakin's. See right there on both sides, there are those gold pins. And on the SE, we don't have that. You can see it's just black. Now you do have a cover tech wheel located right here, but for some reason, on the SE, they're actually located on two completely different sides. This is more on the right, this is more on the left when you're looking at it in this angle. And they both have the rubber T grips located right here. So that's gonna be the things that are about the same. But again, there are some notable difference when you're looking at it. Honestly, when you go to the SE, this is perfect if it's gonna be your very first lightsaber, or if it's gonna be something you're gonna cosplay with and you don't wanna carry a heavy and expensive version of Anakin's lightsaber. Again, this right here is gonna be a very good option for you. Let me just put this one aside and let's focus on the SE right now. So to get to the chassis, there are two different ways. If you are looking to really just recharge your lightsaber, go ahead and just unscrew this bottom part here where the grips are. And once you do that, you expose the USB-C recharge port right there, the battery, as well as the speaker. And you'll notice right here, you're gonna see the SNV4 Pro board right there. Now you see it's kind of in the way and you can't really access the battery here. So what you're going to want to do is unscrew this portion right here. And once you do that, that exposes the actual board as well as the SD card. That's where you're going to remove to add any additional fonts in case you wanted to do that. I don't have a tutorial on that just yet. So if you guys need a tutorial on how to do that, let me know and I can make one. It's very, very simple in how you can add these fonts. And then the battery located right here. You won't have to pop it out because there is a recharge port on there, so it's not a big deal. But if you feel like you want to remove it, you're more than welcome to. Now we're going to go ahead and screw this right back on. So for future preferences, again, if all you want to do is just recharge the port, just go ahead and unscrew the bottom portion of this pommel and to release that part right there. But if you just want to remove the entire thing, you are more than welcome to. All you need to do is just grab that middle section here and it will remove the entire section there. And now you have the entire chassis exposed and you can recharge it. It's really up to you. At the end of the day, if you're just gonna get to the recharge port, just unscrew the bottom. But if you want the whole thing, you're more than welcome to also. So I went ahead and actually put the blade on already. I want to be able to show you guys exactly how to use this lightsaber. It's very easy and all has to do with just this one button. So if you want to go and turn on this button, all you're gonna want to do is hold the button and the lightsaber will go and turn on. You may hear it say connected because it may have connected to the ForceSpark app. ForceSpark app is very important when it comes to this lightsaber itself, just because you're able to use and add different effects for this lightsaber. So we're gonna go ahead and hold this until it turns on.
Power on.
And we know power is on and we should hear connected. Boom, so it's been connected already. Now from that moment, if you want to just turn it on, you're more than welcome to just press the button once and it's on. Your lightsaber is on from there. Now, let's just say you want to work on the volume. You're more than welcome to work with the volume by shutting it off. You'll hold the button until it turns off. So from that moment, if you wanted to adjust the volume, all you need to do is just hold the button for 1 second, or you'll see this light blink once.
Mute.
And now we're down to mute. So now there's gonna be no sound, just like that. Now, let's just say you want to actually turn it back on. Let's go and turn the lightsaber off. And then hold it for 1 blink. Boom.
Volume high.
Now, yeah, volume high. This one is really loud. You guys will see it's very, very loud, but we only have 3 options. You only have high, low, and mute. So we're going to go ahead and stick with just low for the video.
Volume low.
Just like that. Now from there, if you want to change, let's say the pre-on effect, which is the pre-on sound that comes on prior to the font actually starting. What you're going to want to do is actually hold this button for 2 seconds or 2 blinks of the light, and you'll see 1, 2. Hunter ignition. So now you're going to hear a different sound effect that has, or a pre-on prior to the saber turning on. Just like that, very easy. And from there, it's still usable the same way prior to changing that pre-on. So let's just say you want to change the blade style of it. So we're going to go ahead and turn it off. And now instead of 2 beeps or 2 blinks, we're going to go ahead and do 3 seconds or 3 little flashes. So do 1, 2, 3.
Unstable blade.
Unstable blade. So now we're going to see a different blade style. Now you see the blade style has changed there. And again, it's still usable the usual way you would for a lightsaber, right? Now this does have gesture control. Sometimes a little tough to get it to work. It's a nice little jerk forward and back. So there we go. So sometimes a little finicky, sometimes it doesn't work very well, but it still works. Now let's just say you want to change to another font. That's another option. So now we're going to hold it for 4 seconds or 4 flashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're on to a new font. Now we're to green. Now you see how doing that allows us to change the font, and you're able to switch from font to font as much as you want. Now, the thing that really changes with this lightsaber is using and utilizing the app, because that's where the actual game changer really begins. So this is the ForceSpark app. This ForceSpark app is available on the App Store for Apple and I believe for Android as well. From here, you can actually come in and press the on button, and it turns on with your own phone. You can actually activate blasters, lock up, force, melt, and stab. You can do a lot of things, even down to just changing the font. So let's go back, just change the font. Actually, let's do blade color first. If you look located here, the first one you could do blade color. You just change it on the go. Right, let's do sound font. Back to Anakin. And you see that. So you're able to change the fonts, the colors, and even the blade effects. You're able to do everything from the ForceSpark app. Now, one thing you can change in the ForceSpark app, which is really cool, is the blade length. Let's just say you have a shorter blade. You're able to make that adjustment right here, which is very, very simple. So I've changed it down to 57, and it should show the blade doesn't light up all the way. It cuts off right there because I purposely changed that. Now let's go ahead and go back. I believe it was at 137. Let's see, or 130, I believe. Let's just do it that way. It's much easier. Go back, and we'll turn it back on. So now we have a full lit blade once again. Very easy. And the best part about this is if you know how to add the fonts and you add your fonts, you're able to go in, find the font that you've already uploaded, and change the blade styles, the colors to make it more accurate to that character. So one awesome thing here is going to be, if you go to blade effects, here you have different blade effects that is available to you on the app. Now, the one here that's called Audio Flicker, which is number 3 on the app, is the most accurate canon blade style to a lot of these characters in the movie. So me personally, a lot of my lightsabers that I have in my collection are character specific. And because they are character specific, I like to have that one character on that one lightsaber only. Maybe here and there, I'll change it up a little bit, add a couple. So I'll add a whole bunch of, let's say, Anakin fonts on an Anakin lightsaber, give them an audio flicker, and they're different versions of Anakin. You can do that as long as you organize that correctly when you're creating the fonts. But once you do that, you can put that in the app and put them in what order you want, as well as blade styles, colors, or anything like that. It's that easy. I definitely should make a video on that sometime in the future. But again, if you guys need that video, just let me know. I'll definitely make one. Now, the app does give us a range of other abilities. If you go into setup, you're able to go and restore the factory settings. You go to version information. It tells you what version you are in. It gives you the ability to update the lightsaber through the app as well. It's just so much easier with the app. This has to be like the best app that I've messed with when it comes to a lot of these budget lightsabers. Neopixels is okay. I don't feel like it's as great as the SNV4 Pro, but ForceSpark app has worked very, very well to where my phone can be a good amount of ways until it disconnects from the lightsaber. But besides that, ForceSpark app has been my favorite so far. Now, as I mentioned, you can have like 4 Anakin fonts in just this one lightsaber. So the way that's going to be done is if you go to sound font, let's just say these Force 4 had Anakin fonts, or let's just say you want to keep Ahsoka, Anakin, Blue Lady Master, and Depa. You can turn off all of these fonts right here. And then from there, just play the first 4. The lightsaber will only use those 4 fonts because you've turned off all the other ones. If you want to add more, all you need to do is just turn them back on via the app, and your lightsaber will start playing that one as well. Very cool. Again, you don't have to have all 25 fonts. If you only want to have 2, you can have that option, or 10 or 25. It's really up to you. All right, so I went ahead and threw a blade on here for you guys, just so you guys can see just how easy it is to use this. This does have gesture controls, which is quite easy to do when it wants to work. Sometimes it's a little finicky, but it works. So let's see if I can get it to work. There we go. Now, you do have blaster deflex here, which works very well, and you do have lockup. To activate lockup, all you need to do is hold this button till you get 1 blink or just 1 second, and you can see it has lockup. Now, the camera won't catch it very well, but if you look at the reflection here, you do have it right in there. And to exit that, all you need to do, press that button once. And because we don't have that control box, you can easily grip the lightsaber so well and just spin over and over again without the control box being there and getting in the way, because all the other Anakins, it gets in the way. There's nothing you can do about it. It does have gesture control to turn it back off. And if you just hold this again for 2, 3, 4, you go into another font. Again, you're not going to get this with the Savvies. You're not going to get this with the Black Series. So if this is going to be your very first lightsaber, or if you're just going to upgrade from a Savvies or Black Series, this is going to be a good option for you. So very quickly, let's go on Superneox's website, because I want to show you guys the different packages available for the NESC, as well as cover the other Anakin Episode 3 lightsaber that we showed off. So the SC currently right now is $181.75 for the RGB version. The S16, now that one there, I don't believe you're able to change the colors. I think you're just stuck at blue or whatever color you choose. That's 32 inches. If you go to 36-inch blade, you will spend another $10, unfortunately, because you are going to get a little bit more material with that blade. sRGB goes up to $221.75 for the 36-inch blade, and then the 32 is $211. If you go up to the SNV4, which is currently what we have in the studio right now with a 32-inch blade, $230.30. And then up to a 36-inch, it goes up to $240. Now, if you have the extra money, you want to go up to a Profi 2.2, that is available for $307.30. And then if you go down to a 32-inch blade, it doesn't cost more or extra. It's just $307. Now, let's compare the prices for the SNV4. We'll do the SNV4 Pro with 32-inch, and then we're going to go over to that other version of Anakin's. So the SNV4 Pro for that, for 32-inch blade, $426 is the difference in price. So you'll definitely see it's about a $90 difference between the SE and then the Anakin EP3. There's going to be a difference there, but again, with that budget-friendly mindset, you will save a lot more money with the SE. Now, if you are looking to save yourself a little bit more money on top of the discounts you are getting for this budget-friendly lightsaber, I do have a coupon code available for you guys, so I will leave that down below in case you guys want to use that. Alright guys, so this covers my review of the NESC. If you guys found this video to be useful in any way, shape, or form, please consider subscribing to the channel, as this helps this channel grow. If you guys aren't already subscribed, go and subscribe, because in this channel, I like to do lightsaber giveaways. You guys never know. I might be giving away one of these or one of these. So with that being said, you guys, I hope you guys have a great day. May the Force be with you. See ya!